NewsHour has learned that congressional leaders have finalized their $1.3 trillion omnibus spending bill that will keep government funded through September. John Yang tells us more.
Harry, Congress has just about 2 days to pass that bill and prevent the year's third government shutdown. Lisa Desjardins has been tracking the negotiations and is here now. Lisa, as we sit here, we don't have a bill to look at, but that, of course, has not stopped you. You know what's in this bill. What have you, through your reporting, what have you learned is in it?
Leaders have agreed on what's in it. They're processing the text right now, I'm told. Let's look at what made it in this very important bill. One of the more important factors here, this is one of the largest spending increases we've seen in years, especially for the military. That will include pay raises, 2.4% for most of our troops. But John, this is way more than a spending bill. This is the last legislative train out of Washington this year. So it doesn't get in this bill, it might not happen. In this bill, we have learned, will be gun legislation. First one I want to talk about. This bill will clarify a policy, making it clear that the CDC can actually research gun violence. That would be a change in policy. Also, two bills fix NICS, which addresses the current background check system, and also stop school violence, which would give money to schools to try and ascertain what the threats are ahead of time.
And as you say, this is the last legislative train pulling out of the station. Yeah. What didn't get on?
Right, a lot. I think that's why it took so long, is they were trying to get things in and they could not reach agreement. First of all, the border wall. This is something President Trump insisted on being in this bill. There is $1.6 billion for border security. But John, the fine print is that a very small portion of that, just several $100 million, is for a border fence. And Democrats tell me that there is language in this bill saying it cannot be a concrete wall. Border security, yes. Border wall, no, in this bill. Also, nothing about DACA in this bill. Let's also talk about some health care issues. Health care subsidies that the president ended last fall, and many people think are needed to stabilize the system. Those are not in this bill. That's a heated debate. Do they help or hurt the system? We're going to find out, because the government will not be paying them. They are not part of this bill.
So are those fixes like the DACA fix? Is that likely not going to happen this year?
I think that is the one exception here where we could see a separate bill on DACA. Right now, Congress is waiting on the courts to act. If the courts kind of don't have a status for those recipients, we might see action.
And this is deferred action for childhood arrivals.
That's right.
People who were brought here illegally
as
children.
That's it, exactly. And I think what we're watching now, of course, from Congress is, first, it'd be nice to see some text of this massive bill. But, John, as you said yourself, the timeline is a little bit insane. Often Congress takes 2 weeks at least to pass a bill like this. They haven't seen the text, and I think the House is hoping to pass this tomorrow, the Senate Friday. That means it's possible to avoid a shutdown, except for one Senator, Rand Paul. He generally does not like these bills. If he objects to this omnibus, we will have a shutdown.
I mean, the House was hoping to pass this on Monday.
That's right. Actually, the House originally wanted to pass it last week. So they're many, many days behind, and they're really kind of up to their necks on their own deadline. There are conservatives and liberals both who don't like aspects of this bill. That could also be a problem. But I think Rand Paul is the one to watch. Maybe they go to a short-term bill. Maybe they have a quick shutdown over the weekend. I think it'll probably get through, though.
Just like a student waiting to the very last minute.
Believe it or not.
Lisa Desjardins, thank you very much. Oh, and there's more online. I almost forgot. There's more online.
That's right. There's so much in this bill. We have a big story about all of it on our website.
Great. Lisa, thank you very much.